Birdman Sports 24/7 podcast with Tim Birdman Simpson.
Yo, what is up? How we doing? It's your boy. It's the Birdman. Just like we do on the Birdman Show. It's the Birdman Sports 24/7 podcast. I'm your host, the Birdman. You already know what to do. So why don't you go ahead and do it with me? That is right. Hey, I wanted to get on there because it's been a while. So it's been a while since I've done the sports scene. I wanted to get back into it. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Definitely, hopefully, getting my co-hosts. Still working on some scheduling things, and so it's been fun to say the least. Go ahead and kill this music. But yeah, it's definitely been fun to say the least. Trying to get everything situated and going with the sports podcast. If you're wondering what's going on here in TikTok land, yeah, I'm over on the Birdman Show podcast. That TikTok profile because I'm having some issues, or not necessarily issues. I'm just trying to figure out how to add the Birdman Sports Podcast over into the studio. So it's a little bit of a challenge trying to get that figured out. However, like I said, I'm still working on it and trying to get that going. But yeah, I wanted to come on here, like I said, and talk a little sports with you guys. So, as we're trying to get people trickle in here a little bit, first of all, as you start to come in, I'll reannounce it again. What is it that you're most excited about coming up this NFL season? Like, who's your team? Who you're rocking with? Let me know in the comment section who you got and who you're rolling with to make sure we can talk about that stuff. Like I said, was it last night? I think it was last night. During the recap, the Birdman Show recap, I talked about my favorite sports team. As you see, I got the Boston Red Sox hat on. But yeah, definitely that's my team. But I'm like I said, I'm a Boston fan in general. I love my Boston sports. Um, love everything about them, and definitely, like I said, I look forward to everything's going on. My Patriots, even though we've kind of hit a little rough patch there, but we still got a lot of excited. I'm excited about a lot of things that are going on with them and what we got going. Mainly because sports is sports, man. I love it. I don't care. I love my team. I love my sports city. Now, it's not to say I'm not a Chiefs fan. I do like the Chiefs. They've definitely had some great teams. They've had a lot of great success here, especially here lately. But I am still 100% a Patriots guy, Boston guy in general. Love Celtics. Like I said, of course, love my Red Sox, my Patriots, the Bruins. Dude, I just love anything Boston. To be honest with you. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why or where that conviction came from, um, as far as why I'm such a huge Boston fan. But yeah, that's where I'm at. What I'm saying, I love my teams. Love everything that's going on with them and all that good stuff. Um, so yeah, but that being said, we got the NFL season. It's up. Um, we're rolling along with it. We had some preseason games that I think was last night. Um, Matter of fact, yes, it was week one preseason. We had the Baltimore Ravens playing the Indianapolis Colts. The Eagles, defending Super Bowl champs, took on the Cincinnati Bengals, and then the Raiders took on the Seattle Seahawks. Some very interesting matchups that were taking place early. I mean, I pay attention to the preseason, but I don't really pay attention to the preseason. I kind of get to the point where I'm really ready for the NFL season to kick off and start. So I don't. It's not like I said. I don't want it to seem like I don't pay attention to the NFL season when I definitely do. It's just like I said. I'm ready for the season to start. It's basically what it is. I'm ready for the season to start. So that's where I'm at with it. Now you can take what you want to from the preseason, um, but it's one of those things I tell people. Yeah, I really wouldn't read too much into it when it comes to a lot of those things that you deal with within the preseason, simply because they're not playing. A lot of teams are not playing the majority of their starters. They want to get a look at their rookies. They want to get a look at some other guys that could fill spots in different areas and everything. So they're really kind of trying to play. You really don't get into it until the third week of the preseason. Um, so it's kind of you can kind of take what you want from it. I know in the Baltimore Ravens game versus the Colts, the Ravens ended up coming out top 24-16 in that game. Um, One thing I was definitely I was liking to see, and that was oh my God, his name escapes me just that quickly. Um, where's he at? Yeah, Keaton Mitchell. He had yeah, he suffered a season-ending knee injury, um, and he was back. He had 9 carries for 68 yards with a 22-yard touchdown. He looked good. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's back. It was good to see that burst that he still had. I was happy to see that. Miss D in the house. Hello. How are you doing? Oh no, you're good. You're good. That's that's one thing I'll excuse you for. Is for that. That's the one thing. Um, so you're definitely good. Um, So yeah, and thanks for reminding me that. Yeah, they unveiling Brady's statue there. So That's great. I'm happy for him. Like I said, Miss D, you joined in. Anybody's joining in, make sure you weigh in. Um, well, that definitely is a good pass. I mean, there's so many other reasons too I can give you a pass on, but that one definitely top notch. Um, but yeah, like I said, like I was telling people as they're starting to trickle in, make sure let me know because we're gonna start talking about some NFL. Who's your NFL team? Who you root for? What are you most in? And then next we can start talking about like some of the things that you're kind of excited about coming up for this season. As you see, DK popped in. I think I saw Tabs too. I thought I saw Tabs in there. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Excuse me as I take a sip. Yep, that's Tabs. Hello, sis. How are you doing? But yeah, like I said, getting into this NFL season, I'm excited. And like I said, as we come in, like I said, let us know who your team is. I'm excited. I believe the Patriots play tonight. They play, I think, the Washington. Um, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Like I said, I pay attention to the preseason, but I don't pay attention to the preseason. Um, yeah, I know, Miss D. I know. See, we got that connection. That's why. See, that's why I understand now 100% why we connected so much, and why we got along. And I didn't even know. Couldn't quite put my finger on, but there it is, right there. Bam! It's the Pats fan forever, forever and ever, 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 ever. But yeah, that's of course that's my squad. Like I said, Boston all day, every day. It don't matter. I rock it. They said if anybody got a Boston Bruins jersey they want to gift the Birdman, I'd be more happy to accept it. But so I'm excited about that. So we got the Pats that are playing. I think Carolina and Cleveland are playing right now, along with Detroit and Atlanta. Uh, I'm I okay. I'm gonna shift gears here real quick. And I'm gonna talk. I want to talk about the Cleveland Browns. Um, that is one franchise that like I'm they've been around for like forever, and I'm still trying to figure out how they are still in existence. Like they have had what I think it's now up to what 40 different quarterbacks. I think um, here, or actually, it might be even more than that. I don't know. I don't have my researcher here, so I have to. I'm gonna have to find that out. But right now, they got on their QB roster. I think it's oh what I forgot his name that quick. Oh, I forgot his name that quick. Um, you're good. I forgot what his name is that quick. But he played for where's it at? I can't think of his name. Wow. But they've got quite a few. I think they've got like four quarterbacks in their locker room right now. Now Shador Sanders is Christy. How you doing? Shador Sanders is one of the quarterbacks that they drafted this season. I think they drafted two, maybe three quarterbacks this season during the draft. Um, and I find it very interesting. And Shador, it's funny when it comes to him. Like in college, they just raved about this dude. How much of an athlete he was, how tough he was. That he had the arm strength to do what needs to be done and everything like that. I'm doing well today. It's good to see you. Well, see you typing. Um, but it's good, glad to hear. But anyways, like I think he's a good quarterback. And I think with a lot of things that happens just with anything, no matter what it is, what sport it is, if you're in a good situation, and the organization is going to take the time to actually develop you, I think he has the potential of being a really good quarterback in the NFL. Now, I'm not going to say he's Jalen Hurts status, but the way that they're kind of, and I hate saying this, but the way they're kind of dumping on him, it kind of reminds me a lot of how they always pretty much dog Jalen Hurts. Even after the guy won a Super Bowl for the Eagles, he still wasn't getting the love. They're like, well, he didn't really throw the ball throw the ball, or he's not really doing this, not doing that, and they just kind of keep dumping. It's like, what else does this dude have to do? I mean, he got them to the Super Bowl twice. You know what I'm saying? They lost to the Chiefs the first time they got there, and then when he got back there, of course, they ended up beating him. But the dude every season has played very well. He's done what the organization has asked him to do. They're not really putting a whole bunch on his shoulders. They're not saying, oh, you got to go out and throw the ball 50, 60 times a game. They've got a great defense. Their running game is really good, especially since adding Saquon Barkley, and what he did last season. Holy jeez! Like if he even has half a good season as he did last season, I don't see the Eagles not making it to the Super Bowl again. So it's just going to be interesting to see how they kind of do things there in Philadelphia. But going back to Shador Sanders, um, I don't I don't know what the hate's about. I don't know if it's just because he's confident in who he is and what he can do. My apologies, I'm a little parched. Um, I just don't know what the issue is. Um, Christy, do you have a favorite NFL team? 'Cause I don't know if you put yours in there. I don't know if Tabs put hers in there. If you're there, still there, Tabs. If you have a favorite NFL team, we already know who Mama D's is. We know who Miss D's is. Yep. The Pats, the Patriots. It's all gravy, baby. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you have one. If you do, put it in the comments. Let me know. Like I said, today we are. like I said, I'm live on the Birdman show. Saints of course. I got you, Hydro. Hydro's gonna be joining joining the sports podcast um, here shortly. Yeah, I'm right there with him. We had medication stuff with the VA and everything. So sometimes it takes a little bit to get used to that stuff. So he's taking some time to get used to it and everything. Oh, you said the Colts. Sorry. But yeah. So he's going to be one of my co-hosts. Going to be joining. So I can't wait to get him back in there. Chrissy's at the Steelers, Steel Town. They've made some interesting moves this offseason. Chrissy also likes the Titans. Okay. Yeah. When Jeff Fisher was there, they had a pretty solid team. I mean, they were what 2 yards away from winning the Super Bowl against the Rams. That was a pretty good. I remember watching that Super Bowl. That was pretty good. I forgot I bet somebody on that Super Bowl. I don't remember who it was or what the bet was, but I know I bet and won. Um, but I don't remember. It's back. I think I was still in college at the time. But anyways, yeah. So that's good because there. So we got a Steelers fan, Colts. Of course, got the Patriots, got the Saints. I haven't really seen how many moves the Saints have made this off season going in here. Uh, yeah, their management team is not good. Um, but I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm actually gonna be really keeping an eye on though this season, especially going into the start of the season, is the what's going on in Dallas with Michael Parsons. Um, I don't know what I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing. They yeah, that's true. I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing. I think the reason why Dallas has not won any Super Bowls since the last one they won, I think, which was with I think Barry Switzer. I think he was the last coach that they had that they won a Super Bowl with. Um, but he really messed things up with Jimmy Johnson. Uh, if Jerry Jones would got out of the way and let Jimmy do what he was supposed to do, I think they probably won three more, at least three more. Um, but Jerry can't get out of his way. Barry got there. I think they won at least one more, and then they haven't won anything since. Um, Now, I like Dak, but I don't like Dak. Like, I think he is a good quarterback, but I don't know. There's just something about him that just really irritates me. Um, I would have to say out of the and I've liked the Cowboys in the past. They've had some great teams. They had some great players that I really liked. Tony Dorsett, of course, Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving, um, Deion Sanders, who played with them for a little while. Then or played for the Falcons. Went over to Dallas, played for the Niners. I think that's all he played for. I don't remember. Deion was all over the place. Um, are you talking about Michael Parsons? Is not their best player? Or who was that? Who were you referring to, Christy? Because I might have missed that comment earlier. Um, but yeah, they've had some great players, and I've liked some of their teams on there. I like Tony Romo, Des Bryant. Oh yeah, Dak. Yeah, no, not. Um, yeah, they've had some really good teams, really good players. Uh, dang, what's his name? The wide receiver. Now, I see him. Like I see him now, but I can't think of his name. What in the world is going on here? I must be having a stroke again. Anyways, but they've Jerry Jones has been the biggest thorn in the Cowboys side, um, and he's been the biggest obstacle. They yeah, CD Lamb. That's it. There you go. Thanks, man. Um, they could have been really great, but he's made some horrible decisions when it came to coaching. Um, Coaching decisions have just been just idiotic. Um, you don't root for the Pats because of Brady? What? Why would that be an issue? What? Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. Um, but yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, I still love you, Christy. Don't worry about it. I still love you. That's all right. It's all right. Oh, you found some headphones. I could probably send you the link on. Let me see. Um, check your messenger. Check your messenger. Who's the greatest quarterback of all time, then, Christy? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Name one. Name somebody who's better than Brady. Um, check your messenger. I'll see if I think I should be able to send it to you on there. If you're wanting to join in, well, I'll send it to you regardless. But yeah, yeah, freaking Jerry Jones has pretty much killed off a lot of the chances for um, the Cowboys to really win. It's just it's horrible. I mean, what he's been doing is just like I said, idiotic. There's no way in the world that they should not have been paying some of these players. Like I said, the coaching decisions he's made, um, and hiring some of these guys has just been Jason Garrett. What and why was he there for so long? Like serious. I mean, Jason Garrett. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I think he's a great guy, but he was not a very good head coach at all. And Mike McCarthy wasn't too bad. Um, but at the same time, I think they kind of held on to certain things. Steve McNair, you can stop that right now. You can stop that right now. What? Oh my God! If you just said like Warren Moon or somebody like that, I might have said you know what you have her. But Steve McNair, you're gonna go with Steve McNair? Get the freak out of here, Christy. the, what the? That's Steve McNair. Oh Lord Jesus! I'm gonna need something a little stronger for this. Some comments. Who has already been filtered? Yeah, he can pass and run. Great. That's great. That's awesome. Did he pass and run to a Super Bowl? Did he? I mean, you've been better off saying Don McNabb. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Oh, but you know what? Without the true haters of Tom Brady, I don't think he's as great as he is. So it's okay. We accept past nation accepts your hatred towards Tom Brady. It is all good. It's okay. It's all good. We still love you though. Yeah, we still love you though. Hey, we got Shane in the house. What is up, bro? How we doing? Dude, you got no volume there. You can't hear me. I can't hear you. Oh, who? Tom Brady never gave the team credit for winning games. What? I'm not sure what interviews you're talking about there, Christy. He knows good and well he didn't win those Super Bowls by himself. Hey, there was a couple times he didn't have really good Super Bowls. They were still going to win. Because I mean, I think Amendola was it Amendola. I don't know. I think it was Amendola. He got um, the MVP, one Super Bowl. No, he was definitely not. I mean, he's acknowledged that. But like I said, like heck, Adam Vinatieri won them several Super Bowls, a couple, at least two, that they won off his leg. It's just because neither offense is that Super Bowl really playing that well. But they played well enough in order to get him into the position to be able to win a field goal. So, and then of course having Rob Gronkowski, I mean that was the ultimate equalizer. Rob is still probably one of my most favorite tight ends that ever played. Him, Tony Gonzalez, um, what's his name? Crap, can't think of his name now. God, I am having a tough time with names today. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, I get it. I get it. It's okay. It's okay, Chrissy. Like I said, we here at Pats Nation still love you. Okay, it's okay. It's all good. It's understandable. Oh, it's all good. I know we lost Shane. I don't know if he's trying to get back in. But we'll check it out. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's just gonna be it's gonna be yeah, much love for you. It's just gonna be an interesting season this year. So oh, it's all good, man. So okay, so then my question is this. Okay, so for those who put their favorite teams in the comments, where do you see? Where do you think you see your team at the end of the season? What do you think? Do you think there's they're playoff teams? Let's see. Okay, let's start with let's start with we can I don't know. Um, I don't know. Let's okay. Let's do this. How about we do this? Okay. So like I said, we've got I'm gonna say one same place they are every year at home. Because your team was who was your team again? The Colts. I you know what? No, you weren't the Colts, were you? Yeah, you were the Colts, weren't you? Yeah, Colts. Okay, so I will say this. I think the Colts really need to make up their mind what they're going to do. And when I say that, they need to make their decision on what they're going to do with Anthony Richards. Like he's a talented, super talented quarterback. Um, but if they're not going to take the time to truly develop him and help him along, and then keep putting him in the situations that they're putting him in, and he keeps getting hurt, he gets hurt, like he was. I can see him kind of having all the potential in the same type of career as Robert Griffin III, who I thought was a phenomenal quarterback, and was playing really well until he hurt his knee when he was playing for the Redskins. Back when they were the Redskins before they went to the football team, and then ultimately settled in on the Commanders. But when he was playing there in Washington, hurt his knee. Instead of them pulling him out of the game, they let him play. And because of that, he hurt his knee. He messed his knee up so bad, he ended up having to retire from the league. That's where I think that leadership, ownership, um, they should have been. That something should have happened with him, um, because that was just stupid to allow something like that to happen. It's supposed to be your franchise quarterback, and yeah, I'm right there with you. That just because I thought I thought he was a heck of a quarterback. He played at Baylor, right? I think it was Baylor. Yeah, I think he played at Baylor. And phenomenal quarterback at college. Came to the league, still playing really well. When he finally landed with Washington, the way he was playing there, I was like, oh man, this could be it for him. Sometimes it's just that's all it takes. It takes going to a different type of team. Um, Timeout. What? Um, but it sometimes takes to go to a different type of team, different organization, where you actually get what you need. All right. Miss D's back. Really gets what you need to where you know what I'm saying it helps jumpstart your career. And I thought that's what was going to happen with him. Oh, okay, I got you. Um, and so I think that's what happened with him, and it's very unfortunate because I just thought he would. I thought he, you know, was really going to do something there, and I'm kind of thinking that if they don't get themselves under control as far as what they're doing in Indianapolis, that's something that would happen to Anthony Richardson. Um, and I would hate for that to happen because he is a really good quarterback. He's really talented. The thing is, people still don't realize he hasn't really been playing. He didn't take a lot of snaps in college, so he didn't have that growth that you would see from most quarterbacks in college. He didn't get that chance to really grow that much. And then he ended up going to the NFL, and he kind of just gets thrown in there, and then you're like, oh, he should be able to make these reads. Well, he didn't really have that opportunity to do that in college. So he's behind the curve. Now, that's where it comes in on him. He's going to have to step up. He's going to have to step up his timeline and everything and get talking or get better. He's got to get better. That's just the bottom line. Um, Now, the Saints, I don't know much about the Saints. I don't. Alvin Kamara is probably one of my favorite. He's I think he's in my top 10 favorite running backs in the game today. Um, so I really like his game. I like what he's able to do. Um, Very effective running back out of the backfield, and is also a tremendous receiver out of the backfield. Plus, you can also line him up out in the slot. The dude is just a freak of nature. Um, and so, therefore, yeah, outside of them, I don't even know who their quarterback is this coming up. No, they're not playing with college builds in NFL. No, no, that is correct. No, there's no Madden builds that they're playing right now. But no, I don't even know who the freaking Saints quarterback. Like I haven't followed the Saints since probably since Drew Brees retired. Um, I have not really. It's because Derek Carr did he retire or did he leave? 'Cause I think Derek Carr was their quarterback, and I could have sworn I thought I've seen somewhere. I don't have my report up on me right now to where it actually said if he retired or not. I don't remember. Shane, if you're in here and you know that answer, put that in the chat. Um, so yeah, there's really not much I can really talk about on the Saints right now. Um, of course, you know, like I said, you talk about the Patriots. Like I said, their game's getting start underway right now against Washington, and I think we've already scored. Yes, we have scored already. It's 7-0. That did not take very long at all. Um, Two plays, 12 seconds, touchdown. Wow, that's pretty. Wow, two plays, and we've already scored. Okay, that's promising. And Chris says I haven't been keeping up with the NFL for a few years. I'm gonna be honest with you, Christy. Like I I watch like whenever of course whenever the Patriots on I watch them, but other than that, I haven't honestly really been watching the NFL until it got to the playoffs. Maybe like the last couple weeks of the season, and then I'll watch the playoffs. But I guess it's just I don't know. There was just to me there wasn't a lot of excitement. There hasn't been a lot of excitement in the NFL. And I am a little bit more. I'm not going to say excited. A little bit more intrigued this season because of some of the offseason moves. So I'm kind of interested to see how some of these teams are going to look, how they're going to play. Like I said, I'll say it again. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I don't really pay that much attention to preseason. I just don't. Because, like I said, all they're doing is they're trying to figure out, where these rookies are going to be after we're playing these rookies. They're also trying to figure out what spots they need to fill, and they're trying to get the feel for different guys and this and that. So I don't really pay that much attention to the preseason. And week one, I'll watch football week one. but as long as it's not anything like Jets fans had to go through with Aaron Rodgers and all that crap, and then he gets hurt like what 3 plays in to into the first game a couple years ago, and then he's out for the rest of the season. That was a debacle. Oh my god, that was horrible. All right, see you later. Have a good one. But yeah, so that was kind of a debacle with that whole thing. So it definitely did suck. Um, so it was just trying. I don't know. I just I am looking forward to it. Like I said, because I want to hear some of these. I want to see some of these storylines. I want to see what's going on with some of these teams. Of course, definitely got to support my Patriots and what they're doing. I know right now Atlanta's up 3-0 in Detroit. Carolina scored against Cleveland right now, so they're up 7-0. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking to see how everything's going to go for this season. Um, so yeah, that's about where I'm at when it comes to all that. So I mean, it is what it is. Um, I am going to want to. I do want to kind of shift gears. But before I shift gears, let me know in the comments who you think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year. You think it's going to be another Philadelphia um, Chiefs matchup, or do you think somebody else is going to emerge and make it to the Super Bowl? I honestly think Philly's going back, and it kind of really depends on what Kansas City's doing. Because I mean, yeah, you can never count Kansas City out. Not as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, um, and hopefully Travis Kelsey can um, stay out of Taylor's butt long enough to play football. But well, it is what it is. Whatever. So, like I said, I am kind of looking forward to that. Like I said, you can't really count the Chiefs out ever, especially like I said with Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Pachenko. I mean, they've got a squad. They've got a squad, and they look good every year. And so it's hard to count them out anytime. But I think we're finding out more, especially like saying, and then of course they got Andy Reid, who I think is one of the greatest quarterback or coaches of all time. He's up there, like I said, with Bill Belichick and guys like that. Hey, what's up, Flo? No, you're good. You're good. I know you got a lot of things going on. I definitely appreciate the support. But yeah. Um, so yeah, I mean, like I said, you can't count them out. Like I really don't know what's going to happen this season. Um, I'm not really looking for the Pats to make a big splash. But I mean, they have potential. I'll tell you who I am. I am actually really wanting to see, and that's the Broncos. I'm really interested to see how they're going to do with their quarterback on his second season. Um, with their quarterback in the second season, they got Sean Payton there as a coach. I'm really intrigued to see what they're going to do. So it's I mean they've made some pretty good moves on both sides of the ball. So I'm actually kind of, even though I'm not a huge Denver fan or anything like that, I'm definitely kind of looking out. They're definitely going to be on my radar as far as teams to check out and see how everything's going with them and see how far they could actually go and make it. But yeah, like I said, tell me what you think. Who you think is going to be in Super Bowl. Maybe we'll do like a little pool or something. And whoever gets the Super Bowl prediction right will get themselves a Birdman Sports 24/7 T-shirt, which is the one I'm wearing now. But you can't see because of my mic. There you go, right there. Boom, 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 boom. See, there it is. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so let's shift gears here. Let's talk a little bit of NBA because we got NBA season. Um, it's getting close to wrapping up. We are now. Let's see. We are now. Um, getting close. Let's see. Well, the NBA season wrapped up. Sorry, with the Thunder winning the NBA championship. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for OKC. I'm really happy for Shea. I think he's a phenomenal player. Um, I, I'm really happy for Oklahoma City. Um, I think that was a great way to come back because after they completely blew up and probably just they dismantled probably that could have potentially been one of the greatest teams to ever play with Westbrook, Durant. They had Harding that was there. They had at that time Serge Ibaka. I believe Kendrick Perkins was their center at the time. They had some great. I think Alex Caruso was playing there too at that time. They had a great team, um, but I just never understood why Harding was coming off the bench. Uh, Cephalosha was a good defender, but he couldn't shoot. Um, and they didn't really play hard, and that's the reason why one of the reasons why he wanted to leave. So he can get paid a lot more. He did get paid a lot more playing for Houston, but he was able to take that team to the next level. I never understood why they allowed him to walk. That was just the dumbest thing ever. And then after Kevin Durant departed, and you can say what you want to about Kevin Durant leaving and joining the Golden State Warriors. Here's my take on it. I thought it was probably the easiest move he could make. The optics of it just was not great. You leave a team that you're supposed to be leading. You leave that team to go to a team that just beat you when you were up 3-1 on that team, and you leave and go join that team so you can go get 2 championships. Now people say what they want to about LeBron leaving and going to Miami, but the fact that he left and went to Golden State was just to me was just I don't care how you slice it. It was just it was a cop out. You wanting just to go win a championship, which I can't fault him on that. That's the ultimate goal is to win a championship. And I mean, I'm not going to get mad at him I'm not going to get mad at him per se for going to Golden State to win a championship, um, because that's what you should be wanting to do is win a championship. But I think my only issue with the whole thing was the fact that you had an opportunity to go, and you probably had a good chance and a good opportunity to win it that year, but you left the team after you had a historical collapse, and you guys just felt your whole team just fell apart. He didn't shoot well. Westbrook was taking almost every other shot, if not every shot. They just did not play well as a team, and you decided to leave to go to another team that just got through smacking you around the court. I just didn't like the move. But like I said, he got his championships. I mean, he's gonna have to. I mean, he's gonna have to deal with that. For the rest of his career, whatever. I mean, I really don't care at the end of the day. Um, but yeah, I am glad to see that Oklahoma City they got their championship. I was kind of, to be honest with you, I was kind of pulling for the Pacers. I love Halliburton, phenomenal point guard. I did like the I like the new blood. Uh, I, I I was tired of seeing the same old usual suspects in the NBA Finals. I like the fact there was newer blood, young guns that were in there, and they were able to duke it out for the championship. Now I will say this: the NBA Finals this year was probably the lowest I think they had in viewership in quite some time, which I guess I can understand because I mean it's Oklahoma City and Indiana Pacers. I mean, there's not that many people really watching. Um, but I mean, I get it. It is what it is. But like I said, I was very happy to see them win. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what's going to happen this off season with everybody. what kind of moves are going to be made. Definitely want to know, see what my Celtics going to be doing. Um, there's a lot of different storylines of different things that are happening that I'm really kind of excited to see with the NBA season and everything else like that. Um, so yeah, that's where we're at right now. So like I said, I wanted to come on here. I didn't want to be on here very long. I just want to kind of get in here, do a little meet and greet with everybody, give my 2 cents on a few different topics, a few different subjects, and talk a little bit. Like I said, I'll be getting my co-hosts. We'll be getting together. Hopefully sometime this next week, to Gary start putting out more content for the Birdman Sports podcast. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Like I said, I'll probably end up having to do it like this, where I'm going live to the TikTok on the Birdman Show, because like I said, as right now, I'm having a little issue with the whole um, having the two different type of TikTok profiles on here. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Now I will probably, I don't know when, I don't know, it might be maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Because there's some news that's coming up, especially has to do with TikTok that I'm looking into a little bit more, but it might have some issues going on here, but we'll find out. We'll see. But we'll talk about it more. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come on here and say what's up to everybody, and just say, hey, getting back into the sports. We're definitely going to be doing this more and definitely more consistently. So I'm looking forward to it. Glad to be back. Um, Definitely want to appreciate all you guys came in. Everybody came in, showed support. This was kind of somewhat of an impromptu type episode. This one, but like I said, I want to get in so we can get some content out there. I really love you guys so very much. It's all good, Taz. I appreciate the support. And don't worry, keep watching the show. We're gonna teach you some more about sports. So you'll be able to change that statement. But yeah, we'll definitely be getting more into some things going on, especially as the NFL season gets underway. Like I said, we got the week one, the preseason games going around. Um, I do like the fact that the NFL season is only a three week preseason, so I love it. So I definitely love it. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you guys for coming in and supporting. And we'll definitely be getting back with some more of the Birdman Show podcast, as well as the Birdman Sports podcast. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time as we get this bad boy started. You guys already know what to do. So why don't you go ahead and do it with me as I get up out of here. We out.